Alright, hey Stranger Ping, sorry it's taken me so long to get this third one here. So, this is a Dragon Shire that Kimbo mentioned you couldn't quite put your finger on what was going on and what was keeping you off. I've gone through it once, I've written down a few notes, but here we go, actually doing a live video. First thing here, we do the same cheese where you guys come after this fountain. Sonya should not be the first one. So you can see Joe clicking like crazy there. So we come in, we've got Iron Shield up, and we let Sonya go in and start taking shots. The problem is, first problem is I'm still stuck on Joe's camera. So she just takes too much damage. Now Joe is trying to anchor, which is a great idea. But there, we want to try to get quick in and out. And Joe will anchor after she uses up her shield, and her shield's already on cooldown to hopefully help her get away. And for Deckard, you could have placed a few potions where you knew your getaway was going to be. So, but now, yes, we got the fountain and that sets up our solo lane well, but we're not in lanes yet, and we're having trouble just getting together. Ooh, nice pickup on the Lucio, but we also lost our Joe for it. But right now, we're still behind on soak, and we haven't picked up any of this bottom. Now, they haven't either. The real reason we're behind on soak is they just happen to have killed more of the minions. Cadet right here, where you're in this bush, is fine. Where you were all the way pushed over here in their lane, you could have come down and around here and gotten in this bush, and Tychus wouldn't have known exactly where you were. You wait for him to push up a little bit, and then you pounce on him. The good news is he already used his grenade, so he can't kill you. We run into this sometimes too, where you can see we're just having trouble getting together. Great job getting onto the camp, but Joe was mid. We had Raynor bot, we had Deckard and Orphea on the camp, but we just weren't getting together to get that done. Great kill on Mal'Ganis. I hate that guy as an Arthas main, lore reasons. And we got the kill, we're capping both, and we have the opportunity to likely get a pretty early either experience lead or cap the dragon. They focused on bot, so if they do that, that's fine. We're just going to focus on the experience lead if they pushed us out bottom. So last video I did on this, you guys really prioritized this bottom camp, and it seems that we're just a little bit off of our rhythm. So instead of knocking them off rhythm, Cadet might die. We seem to just be a little bit off rhythm right here. And our tank is up here trying to body soak, but we've got them attacking all of our damage down here, and we don't have any way to truly protect them. They pick up the dragon for it. So remember where I talked about how Wits and Os used to just have that vice grip on the bottom lane? That's kind of what they went for. Cadet, you should be able to beat this Tychus. One thing that we're probably doing too much of is we're trying to push in. Well, when we push in, Tychus just melts our life, and we're not getting a ton of siege damage out of it. A little bit, but we don't have to worry about winning the lane. Our goal is to get Tychus to back, and then when Tychus backs, we're going to try to push the lane. Your shield was up there, Kimbo, and you didn't use it. You could have stayed in place by doing that, absorbed the damage, and been in here that much quicker, potentially even saving your fountain and getting one more kill. You got back, we got the kill on Artanis, but we could have gotten that Mal'Ganis by the simple change of if we had used that shield to stop the dragon kick. So here we are. Cadet, you're doing a great job working on even double soaking to get that experience going, and we are winning. I like the focus here on the bottom camp. My guess is, not having seen the entirety of this match, is that you guys actually do well, and then it unfortunately came down to a late team fight. Because even them getting that dragon, they got a wall and a fountain out of it. You guys are ahead on experience, and you just took this camp, which is now going to get you a wall, maybe even a fountain. Nice kill on Mal'Ganis. Again, we hate that guy. Don't be afraid to let your personal biases guide you in some of your kills. I like that we split off, got this camp. We're keeping the mid soak, but Sonya already got this soak. We didn't necessarily have to be there. We could have instead been warding here, or even aggressively here, disrupting their rotations. Yeah, they've got 2 minutes on their camp. And right now, we want to hit 10 first. We don't see them. Obviously, I don't have comms, but we should be mentioning if we don't see them. And we're 10, which means as soon as we hit 10, if we only see one of them on the map and we were here mid, him being bot, we should have collapsed on Mal'Ganis, killed him. Because we were 10, they weren't. Because then we would have ults, they'd have one down, we would be able to free cap this dragon. Holy smokes. Cadet, great work killing that Jaina. She was stupid. Unfortunately, Artanis just had more life than you. You were whittling him down, but he was able to slowly outpace you there. And I don't know that you had a perfect way to get away, because you don't get your spear pull until I believe it's 13. Nice positioning, Deckard, to be able to cap the shrine while still throwing out your abilities. Here, he just popped his ult. We just want to back up. We don't even care. See, we're trying to take this fight now, and instead they're popping all their ults on us. This is a timed ult that we don't have to worry about. Okay. Nice disengage. We can see all 5 of them on the map, so we don't need Joe here anymore. We need Joe with our team if we can see all 5 of them on the map. Sonya's capping top. Make sure comms that we're mentioning that, because even more that means Joe doesn't have to be mid defending. Oh yeah. Kimbo, you really love Falling Sword, and we gotta get you onto the Blessed Shield, Path of Righteousness. I am glad that you killed Jaina, but I need to go back and really rewind that, but I'm probably not going to tonight, fellas. Sorry. To see kind of what led to Orphea being out there. So we saw Artanis back, and that's when we want to go nuts, which you are. You've got Wrath of the Berserker, you've got this capped. I'm hoping your team told you that Mal'Ganis was missing, and that's why you got out of dodge. We should hard press in here, because we've seen 2 of them top. We should get this capped. The only bummer there is that because of the delay on Falling Sword, we didn't get the follow-up from Deckard. Where Blessed Shield, you'd have got both. Again, I'm a big Blessed Shield fan. but you know that. You've done some cool things with that. Oh, yeah, you already know about this because I already direct messaged you a whole bunch of times. But we cannot take Holy Fury with Stay a While and Listen. You wake up everybody and you cancel Deckard's ult, and now he's all sorts of sad face. Oh, thank you, Super Healing Potion, Deckard. Good cap, Cadet, and because you're low, good job getting out of dodge. We can't get value bottom, so we're picking up this camp. Sadly, that does mean we also lost that bottom. Nice, getting damage on him from the forts. Let's see, Cadet. Your tap's down, that's too bad. Okay, Akimbo, my friend, you took Hold Your Ground, but we are not using Iron Skin enough. You're losing some of the value of that talent. You get the bigger shield, yes, but we can spam that. It doesn't cost mana, and we've got the lower cooldown. Nice kill on Tychus. I'll pick it up, Akimbo. There we go. Look at that siege damage and experience. So Cadet's huge experience lead is giving us this lead here. Jaina took bigger blizzards. Yes, she did. I don't know if I've talked about this idea before, but the threat of a held heroic can be quite impressive. And so, for example, if they know, oh, he's got Falling Shield up or he's got Hyperion up, they may act differently waiting for that. Unfortunately, again, we lost another dragon. Ooh, Wesley might die. Good peels. Nice show of force. Deckard's going back to get mana. Joe's going back to get mana. At that point, Wesley, it was probably just better to back, save the tap, and be able to get here about the same time as running here, here, here. If you just hearthed and ran here, roughly the same time. One of my coaches actually talked to me about that in a video today when I'm using Diablo, which I feel like I had one of my... See, there we go. There we go. That's exactly what we were talking about before. Alright, that Falling Sword was just a smidgen early. We wanted him to come out of it, and then boom, and we tried. Sadly, it was just that much early. Okay, so they've taken out 2 forts. They haven't touched the keep wall bot, but they've knocked it out mid. Let's see. Come on, come on. Oh, we should have all gone there aggressively. So, on camps where we've got a feeling that they're there, and it's even numbers because we saw Sonya and Mal'Ganis top. We got our Sonya up there, we know Mal'Ganis is up there. So worst case scenario, it's even numbers. We go in on that camp because they've used abilities on the camp. They've lost some health on the camp. So here, bot, you're doing a great job coming in on this. I actually think that the Hyperion was a little bit crazy there. We should all be focusing there. Oh, I'm sorry you died, Raynor. But we got the camp, we traded kills. We're even levels, so trading kills is okay. But then we kind of let the camp get free cleared. Everybody's got mana. Joe's the lowest on health. We should have been pushing in on this because we had a camp with spell shield. Okay, 3 minutes left. I liked the waiting in the bush till he got too close. Man, I know you're gonna get tired of me saying this, Akimbo, but Blessed Shield would have captured that kill. That'd have been a dead Tychus. So now they've got camps pushing in 2 lanes. They're holding the bot. We've got 2 forts missing. We need to be calling out positions here, because if we're looking at just our side, Mal'Ganis was missing and almost killed us for it. Yeah, you guys were doing pretty well the whole time, but now we've got 2 deaths. They've got a camp. They're going to be able to cap the dragon. Sadly, that turned into 3 deaths because we got soloed up here. And Artanis versus Sonya can be a tough matchup, especially if he is using his shield cooldowns really well. Yeah, that one was tough. We had camp coming in here and dragon coming in here. This one's just tough. So overall, Cadet, you didn't necessarily lose in the solo lane, but we had an opportunity to better support you. We probably could have rotated up with some of those ganks and knocked out Tychus or Artanis multiple times. Alright, tough one, we hate to lose. Back it up here. So things that I want you guys to work on, and I apologize that I'm getting this to you 2 days after you generally play instead of before, but look for next week. But things that I want you to work on. First, I want you to, Alright, we're going to close the program because it decided to crash when we rewound. But I want you to work on trying to stay in that rhythm together as much as possible. Even when we send, for example, Orphea and Deckard to do the camp, though I would say that should be Raynor and Deckard, actually. We keep Joe and Orphea rotating because Joe can pull them all in, Orphea chomps the wave, boom, it's dead, we're going back to the next lane. So it's keeping that rhythm going. And then the next thing I want you guys to focus on, and this is something that we made a point of for our match this week, is we just want to constantly call out enemy positions. Just every few seconds you're going to say 1 top, 3 mid, 1 bottom. Mal'Ganis top, Artanis top, whoever we're seeing. And as we're feeding into that, it's so powerful to know enemy positions constantly. So do those 2 things. So work on that kind of rhythm together, staying with it, and just calling out enemy compositions. And in a match like that one, you're going to push far enough ahead that you're going to win. So keep the heads up, keep up the good work. I'll get this one posted. Go Stranger Pings.